I'm back! Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on my video. If we have not met before, I am Olivia, and as you can see behind me, I am a fragrance enthusiast. And for those of you who already know me, I have been on a YouTube hiatus for quite some time, and I am so excited to announce that I will be back every Saturday, PST at 10 a.m. once a week, bringing you guys brand new videos. And I am here to stay this time. I promise, I promise, I promise. I have missed you guys so much. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Valentine's Day is in only 10 days. I want to talk about some fragrances that would make a lasting impression on your date, whether it be a first date, whether it be a 50th date, whether it be a 50th anniversary. Scent is so powerful. It's so powerful because it can give you confidence if you find the right one. And I think there's nothing more attractive than confidence. Doesn't matter your outfit, doesn't matter your hair. If you smell good, you're good to go. So, without further ado, let's get into this list. First is Exotic by the brand Orientica. This is vanilla, coconut, and sandalwood, and it has some darkness, some richness. Think date night, think nighttime, think sexy. This is very smooth, it's very refined, and that coconut does not lean beachy whatsoever. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of Utopia Vanilla Cocoa from Kayali, but this one I find to be longer lasting. It's a little bit more vanilla forward, and it's a little bit darker and a little bit deeper. So if you enjoyed this, you would certainly like this, and I think they're different enough that if you have both in your collection, it would still be a good move. You could have space for both of these. Speaking of Kayali, the one that makes me feel the most sexy is Invite Only Amber. This is a honey, tobacco, cherry. It's woody, it's dark, it's rich, and this is pretty polarizing, I have to admit. So if this gives you confidence, if this makes you feel sexy, wear it. Just know that not everyone is going to be in love with this one. I think that this is one of my favorite fragrances, and it is definitely my favorite of all the Kayali range. I feel so confident and sexy. And if you add something with a bit of cherry to this, it is so sensual. It has a bit of cherry in there, but you can really amp it up and layer it with, say, Lost Cherry, or they have a cherry from Kayali as well. Another amazing, sexy date night fragrance is by the brand Zimmer. This is an Australian brand, and this kind of reminds me of a smoother, more well-blended, intense cafe. So if you like that chocolatey, vanilla, cafe, rose type scent, this is what it reminds me of. Very, very similar, but I find this to be less chemically and less obnoxious than the Montal. Now personally, I like intense cafe, but they can be a lot. So if you want something that's smoother, that's softer, but it's along the lines of a vanilla, chocolate, rose coffee type fragrance, this one is so beautiful. Now, if you're looking for something that's girly, it's fun, it's soft, it's a little innocent, I know everyone and their mother talks about Delina, but can we talk about Cassili? Cassili is a sweet, fluffy, warm, fruity floral that's not sour. It's just sweet, almost marshmallow-like. This kind of reminds me of peach marshmallows. It doesn't have the note of peach in it. It actually has red currant, I believe, but it doesn't smell tangy as you would expect it to. This smells fluffy and sweet. It's kind of playful. So this would be really nice for a first date. Maybe you're not trying to go home with them. Maybe you're just trying to be cute and innocent. I would go with her. So if you're the type of gal that likes to smell clean yet sophisticated, I would definitely go with J'adore Absolute by Dior. This is a jasmine white floral, but warm and sensual type fragrance that has some soapiness to it. It has some elegance to it. I would say that this has a slightly mature profile. So if you're under 25, you might not gravitate towards this. But when I wear this, I feel very refined, I feel very womanly, and I feel very confident because It's clean, but it's not overly sweet. It's floral, but it's balanced by some nice warm nuances. A latest obsession of mine has been Fire by the Maker. This is boozy, it's smoky, it's woody, it's very unisex. It almost has a nuttiness to it. It is just indescribable. And the first day I got this, I went out to a jazz club with some friends, and by the end of the night, every single friend of mine was wearing this. This is universally appealing. So if you like something that has a slight bit of masculinity to it, it's not, you know, overly floral or super duper sweet. You want something a little smoky, a little sexy, and a little bit alluring and mysterious. This is Fire by the Maker, and it is fire. It is so incredible. Perhaps a slightly peculiar one, but I like it nonetheless, is Rose 31 by Le Labo. Now, I absolutely love the House of Le Labo. I know that it doesn't get the best rap here on YouTube and on TikTok and on Instagram, but there's something peculiar about this because this rose is a little bit green. It's not vintage, it's not heavy, it's not waxy, but there's a note of cumin. And to my nose, that gives almost a body odor-like quality. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds disgusting, but it gives it kind of a raunchy sexiness that there's this fresh rose, but then there's a little bit of like sensual body odor smell. Because you know how when you're attracted to someone, their natural odor smells good? It's almost as if you've encapsulated that, added this smooth, silky green rose, and this is what you got, Rose 31 by Le Labo. And this one is for my super duper gourmand lovers. If you want to smell like an actual dessert, this is Italica by Xerjoff. This kind of smells like a stroopwafel because this is toffee, this is vanilla, and this straight up smells photorealistic like a dessert. It is so delicious, but you really have to be committed to the gourmand lifestyle in order to enjoy this. I personally love it, and I think it smells really good if you pair it with something a little bit boozy, a little bit dark. You could even pair it with the Maker, Fire. Those two together would smell like a warm stroopwafel near a fireplace. Oh my God, I haven't done that combination before, and I'm making myself drool. That sounds amazing. And lastly, if you're more of the person that just likes to smell clean, just likes to smell fresh, not overly floral, something a little bit more aquatic, kind of fresh out of the shower, I have been obsessed with the Harmonist. This is called Sacred Water. And if you were a fan of Loda Izzy by Izzy Miyake, but perhaps it's a little dated, a little screechy, this is the step up. This is the refined, classy older sister, because this smells like a spa. This smells like you walked into Burke Williams and they're using the best skincare products on you. This has a note of spicy mint, which is so incredibly interesting and unique. And this is perfect for men or women. It's got a very unisex vibe to it because it just smells like luxurious day spa. So I hope you guys enjoyed my suggestions for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day and happy birthday to my dear mother, and happy anniversary to my dear parents. Yes, they have all three in one, which is very practical and impressive. If you guys love Valentine's Day, drop me a heart down below, and make sure if you guys want to see more content, more short form content, that you follow me on either TikTok or Instagram. My name is still the same, Olivia Olfactory, and I will be seeing you guys next Saturday. Mwah!